Good morning, guys. Well, as you can tell, we're not in the southwest of England anymore. No, we are on the little island of Malta. Now, we've been here a couple of days, as you can tell from the burnt nose. Today we're going to go into Valletta. Stop laughing at me. I can't help it, I always get burnt on my nose. Anyway, today we're going to go down into Valletta, and we thought it would be a good idea to take you guys with us. Show you some of the sights, sounds of Malta, and in particular Valletta. So stay with us, stay tuned, and we're going to find a bus. And if you're a van lifer, there's plenty of park ups here. You can get a ferry over from Sicily. A lot of camper vans and caravans, motor homes parked up around here. So yeah, just because it's an island, don't let it put you off.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, well, welcome to Valletta. Hour and a half later on the bus. €2.50 to get down here. Not too bad. Couldn't film anything on the way because they've got all the signage on the side of the bus. So it obscured the vision, but you know, we're in Valletta now. We're going to have a look around and see what we can find. It's a Triton fountain right by the main gate of the old town of Valletta. Absolutely beautiful. It's not actually as old as you may think. It was completed in 1959. It's got 3 bronze statues at the top. The rest of it is all concrete, covered in 730 tonnes of travertine. A lot of work gone into that one. So Valletta, of course, big walled city. There's your main gate. So you've got a big open air market just on the left as you come in through the main gate. Closing up now, obviously, because it's in the afternoon. Reminds us, got to get some stickers made up. Right, so that's the Auberge de Castile. That's Prime Minister's office, apparently. Built in 1774, I believe. Looks nice. That's the post office. Also looks quite grand. A lot of lovely old buildings here. Really is a lovely old city. The architecture is just what I like. I like these old walled cities. Little quaint streets, little narrow passageways, lots of places to explore and find, you know. Really nice. Just my sort of place. So that's the main high street. A lot of stalls, cafes in the middle, lots of little shops. Right, so you come down St John's Street, lots of steps come down, some bars and restaurants, sort of in the middle of the walkway. We'll come down there, down to the bottom. Absolutely beautiful view. We're right the way across the harbour to the old forts. Absolutely spectacular. Take a look. How's that for a view? Right across the harbour. Big old motorboats over there, motor yachts. The fort. Absolutely beautiful. See, right way across. If we've got time, we'll go over there and have a look. You've got these little boats that you can hire as well. Little boat trips. So we can find out where they're going from. Oh, we're just at the end of St Xaghra Street. You've got these lovely cafes, restaurants, both sides, and right at the end, got St John's Co-Cathedral. I'm not sure what a Co-Cathedral is. If you know, let us know in the comments below. It's a lovely old building, built in the late 1500s. So many little tiny streets and squares. You can easily get lost. It's like really is like a maze. A lot of handmade souvenirs just outside the museum in the court. If you wanted something handmade, a little souvenir, you know where to come. So that's St Paul's Pro-Cathedral. Again, I don't know what a Pro-Cathedral is. So if you know, tell us below. Beautiful views right the way around. It's an absolutely stunning city, it really is. So Kelly's been here before, and she said there's a glass lift that takes you down somewhere, so we're going to see if we can find that. So I think that'd be quite interesting. Imagine it's round the other side by the ferries, but we'll have a look. So there's been a lot of movies shot here. You've got Midnight Express, World War Z, Murder on the Orient Express, you've got Clash of the Titans, 13 Hours and American Assassin. So if you see any of these movies, you might recognise some of the places that we're visiting. So you've got the old fort, which is just in here, and that comes all the way around behind me. That's from about 1880. You got all the war gun tower and turrets. Obviously this would be like a turn table for a gun, I would have thought, for World War II. And then over the other side of the bay there you've got the looks like an old temple. I'll put down below what that temple is. There are quite a few museums on the island, obviously because it's steeped in history. And you've got the Fort St Elmo museum just here. Go in there and have a look if you've got time. It's quite interesting. So the history here is just vast. It goes back many years, different wars, things like that. So might be interesting if you're into that sort of thing. So many cafes and restaurants. We're going to stop and find something to eat and drink in a minute. It's getting really hot. Thirsty work. There's some lovely little places we could stop off at, so that's the next plan. Right, there we go, stopped off, work out where we're going. A nice ice latte, a nice little view there. So we're going to have this, and then we're going to work out next move. Not bad. There's a glass lift, goes down. Look at the size of this ship behind. This boat, private yacht. That's massive. It's huge. So we're going to go up around the back of the stock exchange. This is the saluting barracks, the upper barracks. So we're going to have a look around here, and then we've got the lift here. We want to go down to the bottom. It'd be nice to go down and look at all the boats as well. Right, so we're in the saluting battery. As you saw, they fire the guns, the cannons, at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Also at midday as well, if you're here a bit earlier. It's €3 each to get in. This is the free part, so I think you've got, not sure where you actually go in to pay. Let's try and find that. But the views from up here are amazing, so even if you don't want to pay the €3 to go into the actual battery museum and actually stand there and watch the guns go off, you can come to this free area. The views are amazing. Actually, these are the guns here. So these are the ones they fire, presuming so. There's two there with the covers off. So maybe we can see it from here then. You can just see the little water taxis going across. So you can go down the bottom in the lift. You can get the little water taxis to take you across to the other side, which we might do shortly.
Moving on! Fire!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope the cannon was loud enough for you.
Oh, well, that was the cannons. As I say, they go noon and 4 every single day. Literally next door to the cannons on the top deck are the glass lifts. So we're going to take one of these downstairs and then have a look for a boat to take us across the river. 2 ports to choose from, so I'll take that one. It's more interesting.
Yeah, anyone. Yeah. Whoever. Right.
There we go, not bad for €2. Or euro each. So we've just come from all the way up there. It's quite a height. Right, to the harbour. Alright, so ferry to the 3 cities. It's only €2 each. Go across the water. It takes 15 minutes and ferries are every 15 minutes. There you go, not bad for €2. Explore the 3 cities. There you go, kids. Go to school, work hard, get yourself a boat. Come to places like this. Why not? Happy the life. You can take one of these back, €3 each. If you fancy one of those rather than the ferry. Debatable. There you go, if you're a fan of Below Deck, you may recognise the Talisman Maton Series 3. We've watched them all, we're big fans of that show. And we always say when we come to one of these big marinas, I wonder if we're going to see one of the boats from Below Deck. Well, finally, there we go. So, Captain Sandy's been on that one. I'll put a link in the description if you want to see that. It's on Prime at the moment. Just get bigger and bigger. I mean, this one here, things you can only dream of. Moonrise, it's called. That is from Georgetown. Georgetown, that one. That is huge. I'll never own anything like that. Just a charter or something like that is going to be, I would say,
$1 million a week?
I would say $1 million a week, yeah. Yeah, the Talisman is around 250,000 a week. Well, no, for 3 days.
Yeah.
They do a 3-day charter on that, 250,000 US. So, yeah, that's getting close to £1 million for a 3 or 4 day charter. Ooh. Right, it is a beautiful port, beautiful little port harbour. So this is the entrance to the Fort St Angelo. If you want to go in there, it's closed at the moment, but £8.30 each to get in if you're interested when it's open. That's the big fort that you can see from the other side on that we filmed earlier. These steps are quite slippery. Get flashbacks of Athens. I slipped over. Let's get out of the harbour and go and have a look round.
Yeah, perfect. I would like some Kinder Sorpresa, please.
Yeah. Bleeding a bit. Mind your heads. It's the Church of the Immaculate Conception. There you go. There's Kelly sitting down there. She still want to cut the steps. She drags me up enough steps and hills. But she didn't want to come up these ones. Right, so the three cities, you've got Vittoriosa, you've got Cospicua, I'm having to read it because I keep forgetting, and Calcara. They are known by other names. So we are currently in Burgu, which is the other name for Vittoriosa, sorry. They're quite small. It's like three little peninsulas that come out opposite the main city of Valletta, across the water where we came. They're really nice. Definitely worth popping across the water. Right, so we're just coming across a little bridge onto the next peninsula across, and that's called Xlendi. So we'll have a quick look around here, see what we can find, and yeah, we'll head back. We're about 2 hours from the hotel here, so we have got to get 2 buses back. It's a bit of a trek, to be honest, from the north of the island anyway. So you've got these massive fortifications on Xlendi. You've got the main fort on the other peninsula. I don't know if there's much here, to be honest. It looks mostly residential, if I'm honest. You're right. I think someone's starting to tire. Let's go up on top of the fortifications and have a look down. Right, so sun's starting to set. It's just gone 6, and we've got to get back to the centre of Valletta, back to the bus stop, the main bus station rather, and then we've got an hour and a half journey back to the hotel, which is virtually on the most northerly tip of Malta. So there's an hour and a half from Valletta bus station. So we're going to head back. We're going to call it a night. So. See you guys soon. Good morning. Well, it's a nice one, and it's a nice day to go to Gozo, so that's what we're doing. Just about to get on a little boat. It's going to take us across to the island, give us a little tour, and we'll see what we can find. Lovely, thank you. It's a lovely day. There we go. So the first stop's Comino Island. Got a little bit rough coming over. It's got some lovely caves. Let's take a look at it. A little bit like Zakynthos with the sea caves. See the Blue Lagoon just there. Boat trip, so now we're going to get off onto the jeeps, take a little jeep safari around Gozo, a little lunch stop halfway around, and then we're going to take the boat back later on. So let's go find our jeep. I don't mind really. We're going to back. Thank you. It's a bit cosy. how's that for a view? First stop off. So Joe was just explaining to us, Joe, our guide, fantastic guy. The island of Comino, only 2 people live on there. Used to be 100 or so people on there, but as time's gone by, UNESCO World Heritage have taken it over to look after it, and they're not allowing anyone else to move there. So when those 2 people pass away, that's it, no more. Blue Lagoon's just there. That's the main island, Comino. And then you got our hotel just on the northern tip of Malta, there.
The church, which is dedicated to St. John.
Ramla Bay. Okay, so this is Calypso Cave. See where the entrance is, but it's closed because the rock falls. It's quite dangerous nowadays. Goes right the way down, deep under there. Absolutely beautiful place, really is. It's a nice view. Look at the water, it's like turquoise, greens, blues. It's really clear. This is why we like doing jeep safaris, because the locals, Joe, he's born and raised in Gozo, he knows everywhere, he knows all the sites and everything. That's his job, but he's lived here, he's got the experience, and you get a real good sense of what's around the areas, and get a good explanation of what you're seeing, and they take you right off the beaten track, show you some of the places that you may not see otherwise. Yeah, like I said, we love those jeep safaris, so we'll put a link in the description down below if you want to do this one. Right, so we stopped off at a little town called Xaghra. Each town on the island, they celebrate by having a feast once a week. He said this village, they celebrate the victory of the Lady Victory, I think he said. Try and find out a bit more about that. But got this beautiful church, really nice church. We're going to take a quick look inside if we can. It says it's open. Don't know if we can film, but we'll see what we can do. That's a really beautiful church, really nicely ordained in all the usual murals and gold and massive chandeliers and everything in there. It's really lovely, sombre little place. Absolutely beautiful. I do like going to all these old churches. Right, time I think to go and find a drink. Right, back in the Jeep. Off to the Citadel in Victoria. Right, well, Joe's just dropped us off. We're in the main capital of Gozo, which is Victoria. I'm going to get run over. Whoop. We're going to go up around the corner. Around the corner, that's what he said. To look at the Citadel. Big fortress that was built, I think, in the 15th century, I think he said. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, going to go and have a look around. Okay, so it was fortified in the 16th century, but there's been evidence of people living here since the Neolithic and Bronze Age. So it's a bit old, and I'll be honest, it's quite vast, and we've only been given 25 minutes to look around here. So I'll have a little look around. Right, so as soon as you come through the main entrance, you've got the cathedral just here. Court of Justice. Loads of little streets. I'm going to go and have a look through the back streets. It is €5 each to get in if you go into the actual Citadel museum place. But I think you can go and look around the back streets for nothing. So that's what we're going to do. As with most citadels, if you've ever been in one, you'll know they're a bit of a maze. So easy to get lost. I hope we're back at the Jeep in time. 25 minutes isn't really long enough to look around a place like this. Oh, there we go. There's a view. See why this has got a good defensive position. So all these little shops just off the alleyways here, these are called blockhouses. And they've all got little windows in, which allowed them to fire out of. That's all part of the defensive fortification that was put in the late 16th century. There's the old cathedral bells, 5 of them in total, cast in Valletta. And some of them have actually got inscriptions on as well. See how vast these fortifications are. I mean, that's a good 5 foot deep, I would say. Those are some thick walls. That's enough to keep some people out. Anyway, we've got to head back down now. I don't think 25 minutes is enough time to look around a big citadel like this, personally, but that's all we've got. So we're going to find some steps, head back down to the Jeep, and there's off some lunch. They promised us some lunch, local lunch. There we go, the restaurant. It's a nice cold buffet lunch we're going to have now. All included in the price, which is nice. It's local wine and water and everything, so looks good. Oh, that was nice. Nice cold buffet lunch. Alright, quick stop off at the Xlendi cliffs. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a massive cliff face just down there. Beautiful little bay comes in. We've got a sort of World War fortification just there. It's a beautiful place. The coastline around Gozo is absolutely stunning, I have to say. It's not letting us down at all. Definitely worth coming here. You have to do the Jeep tours because you can't beat the local knowledge from the guides. And it's the only way to see the whole island in a day. Get off the beaten track. Absolutely, can't recommend them enough.
Here was filmed the film of Game of Thrones. Was filmed in this area.
So it's like a little inland sea bit that's been cut off, only accessible through the little archway there. They do little boat trips you can go on, €5 each. It's cash only. Of course, we've used all of our cash, so we can't go. But yeah, if you want to do it, have a go. Got £5. Got 5 UK pounds. Don't think they're going to accept that. But yeah, they do diving here. You could do accompanied diving, unaccompanied diving. There's a lot of swim stops and things like that people do here. So yeah, if you want to come and have a look, give it a go. It's all part of the tour. You can see there's the inland sea where we are. It just goes through the archway through and out into the sea. And it's called Xaghra. Means Spherical Creek. There we go. Nice lemon slush. They do it with limoncello as well, apparently. Really refreshing though. There's a lot of, it's really busy here. Bit of a tourist hotspot, and so many people diving. Do a lot of diving lessons. There's divers everywhere. Just lovely coastline, all these little coves, rock formations, all the cliffs. It's all sandstone or limestone that they quarry further in. But yeah, it's really nice. I can't recommend the place highly enough. If you're coming over to Malta, especially the north, give it a go. So this is the National Shrine. He's not saying very much. Just Portelli. He's quite a chap.
Person, Nick Varuja, has swam from Sicily up to here. It took 30 hours, 17 minutes. Yeah, they were made by Romans. And this part, it's a family who is taking care of it. It's the 5th generation. From May till August, the end of August. And it takes about 7 days. The sun will evaporate the water and leaves the salt. Collect those salt with a broom, put it in heaps. He collects around about 2 kilos from each pan. And after he put it in another place like that, one big place, big heap, and allow it for another 2 days to get more dry. Then it could be ready to be filled in bags ready for use.
So we passed the natural salt pans on the way in, and these are the artificial ones. Just see all the salt starting to form on the pans. Really interesting. It's tiring, I've got to say, it's a long day, but really good. Anyway, stopping for a little drink by the salt pans. We've got a little beach, little bay here. So some of the people have gone for a little swim. Only got half an hour, so we're going to have a little drinkies, and then we'll come back to you in a bit. Well, that's it. That's the end of the Jeep tour. Just back at the pool now, waiting for the boat. Good. Maybe about 15-20 minutes back to the mainland of Malta. We're straight back at the hotel because we're right on the coast. So hope you enjoyed as much as we did, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.